Do, 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 do. Hello, 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 everybody. Well, I got some shit to tell y'all on this day. It is January 27th, 2025. Yep. And I think when someone tells you to stop harassing them, they're not supposed to go out and publicly slander and defame you, are they? Nah. Mm-mm. But this is some real shady shit, because you got people paying $5 a month for a Zoom, and you can get it for free. Not only that, but it's public. People think they're talking behind the gates, and they're talking to the whole entire world. Yeah. And I think you knew that. That's shady. That's really shady. Shady Sean. And I told you this, not to lie on me, and but now you slandered, lied, and defamed me in public. Okay? I got that Zoom, and the other ones too. I heard them. Yeah. And I got them. Yeah. But let me say this first for you wenches over there. Not all of you, but all but 5 of you. Let me tell you this. I really cared about you young people. I really did. I cared about most of you. Oh, we love you. We love each other. Bullshit. The way you talked about me it sounded as if you've been doing it a long time. And I don't mean this past year or this past month. Because somebody said, recently? Yeah. You've been doing it all the time. What did you say in that Zoom? About when I left Sean, when I left Contact? I didn't give a fuck about it then, and I don't give a fuck about it now. Oh, really? Uh-huh. There's one thing, because I be out here swinging and banging with Deanna. And I be confronting her about lies but that's one thing she did tell the truth about. She been saying that since 2019. In 2020. He don't give a fuck about you. Yeah. And she didn't lie. And I guess because I didn't want to believe it, and I wanted to believe that everybody cared about me. Oh, yeah. But y'all didn't care about me. You cared about Sean, and that's it. Okay? You cared about him. You care about him more than you care about yourself. And all the bullshit you said about me. But I'll get to that. But Sean, you lied to them. Why you gotta lie to them? Huh? You need to go behind to the super secret Zoom and fess up and tell the truth. Because they'll forgive you. Okay? Because, yeah, as far as the Kool-Aid is concerned, yeah. They done drank it all. So, but the one outrageous lie you told. You said, I doxed Johnny Mac? And then you said, I downloaded everything when all I sent you was a screenshot and I didn't send it to anyone else but you. Why lie? You know why? Because you have to make yourself look as innocent as possible and make me look like such a villain. That's how you roll. Making yourself look like a victim. Yeah, that was a major lie. A major one. And you did that Zoom with company present. You know why? Because you wanted to get your narrative out there, and you knew they would go back to their camps and whisper it and tell everybody what went on behind the gates. They didn't even know it wasn't behind the gates. I know who they were. But, they were made to feel like they could speak freely. Never thought I would hear it. But that's how you roll. You manipulated and maneuvered that, and a lot of that got back to other people. You even said, yeah, Rick Ray was carrying the torch for her. But when he found out she was in the hospital, which was a damn lie. See, that was, the day before. I wasn't fresh out of shit. I went to the casino, like I said. But you repeated that lie, knowing it was a lie. And knowing people hadn't heard the truth from me, possibly. And if they did, they weren't going to dispute what you were saying. But you said that I came in blasting. How come you didn't play the beginning? If you haven't edited, because you do know that I apologize. You were still there when I apologized to Just Andrea. You remember that shit, don't you? But see, I got the one from the day before. And the reason why I got so upset. But you said, and I told her to leave you alone behind this. Leave y'all alone. She's going to the hospital. She's going in the hospital. She was in the hospital behind this YouTube shit. No. QB and Phi Babe didn't send me to the hospital. Didn't they have done that in 2021? I didn't go to the hospital. I went to the hospital behind that fake person over there, lying, in the video the day before, in the Zoom the day before. And you know what? Ladies, when I walked into that Zoom the day before, y'all had been talking about me, already. I got it. I heard it. But when I stepped into the room, not one of you was woman enough to bring that same energy to me. And all this bullshit you were saying in this previous Zoom, if you felt like that all along, then you should have said something then. Now, you, Sean, were trying to distract me also. Because, see, I know everything that's going on. I know everything that's going on. But I didn't get distracted. I don't say this again. I went to the ER because of Patrice, not because of YouTube. And then, what's your name? Let me find. I got so many damn notes. Oh, yeah. And you were telling her, she's jealous of you because she sees you getting all the love. I don't need the love. I embraced it because I thought it was genuine. But I didn't need it because I got love in my real life. Okay? I don't have that kind of time on my hands. But, no. But she does. She needs it because she ain't got nobody. So she really needs it. So, you know, good for her. And good for y'all giving it to her. But she trashes a whole lot of you. She damn sure does. You know. So, you know, I got to call you, let you people know, you know, that I did hear it. And you can't say I'm lying. Okay? DMV, the computer never worked. So stop with the capping. Okay? And there's one person in there that I told I never used it. And, you know, in this even, he brought up the computer, not me. I wasn't going to say nothing. I didn't want to embarrass his ass. That's, you know, I didn't want to hurt his feelings. I didn't want to embarrass him. That says more about me than it does with what you said. And as far as it never working, why didn't I do this and why didn't I do that? I don't need a reason. I didn't do it. But y'all want to say, she was using it all the time. She's cussing at people out. And that's that microphone she plugged into that. No. I've had a laptop for years. And I'm on the one that replaced the one that I had before that. Yeah. But you want to lie. And people like DMV, you know, want to think, you know, publicly, call me a liar. Okay? Publicly. And that wasn't fair to them because I don't think they wanted anybody to hear, you know, exactly what they were saying behind the gates. That fake shit. You know. And I hope the person that's in there, still there with you, can tell you that I told you that. But when you said I sent some shit to people, who did I send it to, Sean? I didn't send shit to nobody. That's the damn lie. And you know what? That was in, 2022. But around that time, sometime I just, the dates, but it took you 2 years. If that's what I was doing so badly, why didn't you say something then? And why didn't them women in there with you say some of the shit they said in the Zoom that they felt all the time? Huh? Now, then you get up and lie and say, she sent Rita federal papers. And you said I called you and told you that I sent federal papers? I sent federal papers. I got federal papers on Deanna. Why do you need Deanna to always verify what you say? Because I ain't sent her no federal papers. But that was over in 2022. Real over. Why bring it up now? Just muddying the waters. Because everything you say is not the reason why you did it. It'll come out. Because I already know what the reason is. But it'll come out. But, you said stop digging, and you tried to tell them, you told me then stop digging. That's a lie too. You told me to stop digging in 2024. And Detroit 313, stalking how? You so pissed off. You so hurt for him. You want to lie and say I'm stalking him? Huh? because I make a video and expose who he really is, that's not stalking, honey. Because I'm over here on my channel. Okay? I'm over here on my channel, and that's not stalking. Okay? And I'm telling the truth. So, harassing Detroit 313? How? How? Now, it's kind of like you're bragging about the iMac and stuff. But then, let me see. Let me check my notes because I want to be accurate. Very accurate. Yeah, and I heard them bowing to you, like people like Queen Tut, and you eat all that up. How much she appreciates you for this and for that, and the traveling, whatever. And then you said, thank you, I appreciate that. And she gonna talk like, I wish I had been traveling. I've been traveling for the past 2 years, but she wanted to say, oh, she did this around Christmas time. She didn't have nothing to do. That's why she did it. And what I never liked about her was she always wanted to know about the travel plans. Well, Queen Tut, before you got there was no travel group. Okay? So I knew about it. And so what if I wanted to know? It was being discussed. But why did she need to know? She wasn't going. You see, if you felt like that then, you should have been woman enough to say it to me now, then, to my motherfucking face. But you weren't woman enough to do that. So, you basically said, you never liked me. Well, cool, honey. You didn't say those words, but your tone did. Okay? And then you're saying the the shit you had to put up with, Sean. But it only became a problem when I started going back and forth with Deanna. That's what it is. That's part of it. I didn't do as I was told to do. I didn't do that group think. When everybody said, just be quiet in that Zoom the day before. Just be quiet. Just don't say nothing. It'll come back on Sean. Really? Well, Sean comes back on us too. See, that's how that happened. That's how that works. Because you know what? They never would have doxed me if I had not been affiliated with Sean. And that's the truth. Because honestly and truthfully, people walking around acting like I just out the blue did stuff to them, sent them to court and that kind of stuff. No, I sent them papers and put papers on them because of what they did. That was my response. That was how I responded to that. But you all saying, the way you're acting and everything else, it's kind of like little kids. But then Myrtle, here you come. You know what? You know what you did? You don't think I guess you think because I'm old, as you put it. I guess you think that I just don't see everything. I was looking at the chat. You said, yeah, they say I control you. What did you say in that Zoom chat? I told him. You wrote in that. I told him. Kick him out. Not one, but two. M-E-M. Kick him out. And then you had the polishing the nail emoji. I remember that. And that's what happened, isn't it? Within a week of each other, approximately. But because I was questioning some things, and I was talking on the phone. Were you on three-way on that call with that other person? I don't know. You know, you roll like that. Because it sure is funny. Everything we talked about, I got a text while I was talking to her. When I said, I don't remember, emailing him. Well, I sent you a text. You sent me a copy of the text simultaneously. And then she said, well, maybe you need to take a break from club chat. And then you called me. When you called me, you used the same words. Maybe you need to take a break from club chat. Uh-huh. But it wasn't no vote. Otherwise, you wouldn't have, people wouldn't have been asking you why did that happen. But back to you, Myrtle. Saying, you must not have your man now. I still got my man, honey. Okay? Where's yours? That's been mine since 2013. And as when I was telling him about me going down into chats and people saying club chat and what I wanted to do, and I discussed it with him. And I asked him if I should do it. And he weighed in, and I ended up doing it. Now, he don't like me on here, and I'm not on here like I used to be. Like I say, I've traveled more in 2 years probably than you have in a lifetime. You and Queen Tut. But you gonna tell me to sit down? You sit your ass down. Leave me the fuck alone. And don't try to tell me what to do. I made it all these years without you. I don't need your advice or suggestions. But you want to get in there? Again, you thought you were behind the gates. Okay? And, it's kind of like, my short video, and then here comes Sean, because he can't keep his mouth closed. Okay? And then here comes more of that mindset. We appreciate being away from them. We want to be away from them. We are better than them. Everybody on YouTube is so weird. Then why the fuck don't you log off? Because that's all that's over there on that Patreon. Post about the beef sector. I'm not on here like you all are. You all are all involved in all of this stuff. When I get off of here, I'm living my life, or I'm talking to people in my life. And Queen Tut, I don't talk to my relatives about you or anybody else on here. So that means you have no life if you got to talk to your family about somebody that they don't even know on YouTube. My family didn't even know I had a channel until when? 2019? 2020? Around that time? So basically, you want to tell me, you act like, oh, well, she's so old. I'm not your mama, okay? I'm not your auntie. I'm Ray Ellen. And I am who I am. And I'm going to be who I am. See, that's what y'all didn't like either. Because when Sean started talking shit that didn't make no sense to me, I stood up to him. Y'all didn't. Let him mention Trump or talking about black people's features or something like that. No. And that's what went away. I started losing that part of myself, and I got really quiet. Y'all remember? And for a year and a half, I was hardly there. But every time I showed up, somebody like Beyond Beauty or Karen Soul would come at me. But when I said I went to the emergency room, somebody who have to go to the hospital every other Sunday gonna Criticize me for going to the ER? Huh? You got somebody over there that's always at the hospital. Always got to take a breathing treatment. So it wasn't that. It wasn't that at all. So that's a lie. And I don't appreciate you lying on me. So I didn't do what you told me to do. I didn't stop clapping back. And the other thing is that Queen Tut, let me get back to you. You're talking about, people run away from cults. They didn't stay there. Well, why did you just stay there? Well, you haven't watched the right documentaries about cults. Okay? People in cults stay. Okay? Some run away. I mean, yeah, Jim Jones people didn't run away until after he started passing out the Kool-Aid. Okay? And, but you were the one said the word shun regarding Johnny Mac. Are we going to shun him or what? Shun is the word that cults use. And that other woman over there, that fake woman, regarding another person, shunning is in full effect. The fuck? That's their word. That's cult's words. Shun. Mm-hmm. And y'all think I'm want to be over there with you and all that kind of stuff? No. I'm thinking now that the worst thing that it could have happened to me was to meet Sean. And you all now. Because all the shit you said, it's too easy for you to say it. And somebody, talking about they're disappointed in me and all this bullshit. Tiger Lily. I'm so disappointed in Ray Ellen. Saying all of this rubbish. I'm disappointed in you for saying you disappointed. Because you think, like you said, Sean, you knew me better. Y'all knew me better than other people did. No, you didn't. Because if you had known me better, you wouldn't have done the shit that you did. And you wouldn't have said the shit you said in these Zooms. Because you don't know me. You think you do. But you don't. But like I said, I've traveled more in the past 2 years than you, Queen Tut. And I already had been to Europe. I've been to Paris. I've been to England. So that's no big deal to me. But you know what I didn't like you said, what Miss Blackberry said? We're not, I don't see myself as better than anybody. And that includes a homeless person, a homeless woman out there. Because there but for the grace of God go I. But y'all think you so much. You're above everybody. You don't want to associate with them because everybody on YouTube and the beef sector is weird. Then why are you watching them all the time if they're so weird? If you're so much better than them, why are you so interested? See, that's the mindset that's going on behind those gates. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what people in cults do. We're separate from them because we're better. We're the top of the nine. We're, them people that took their lives and said they thought they was going to get on a spaceship or something. They thought they were better than everyone. Cults think they're better than everyone else. Ain't nobody better than nobody else. I don't care what you say. And you come up here and you capping for Sean, here, there, and yon. But I knew something was wrong when somebody else came for me in there. Yeah. I said, oh, what is going on? Now let's see. Who else I got in here? Oh, yeah. And this time, when I was going back and forth, and people were, you know, understanding what I was saying. You said you relied upon Deanna. Ask Deanna. You kept saying, ask Deanna. Ask Deanna. Ask Deanna what? About the papers? About the paperwork? That was over in 2022? Started in September or October of 2021? And it was over in 2022 before the year was over? Huh? So ask Deanna what? There's nothing she could know about that except that it was over. She ain't seen the constable no more that you paid for. But you made it seem like she called me and told me the constable was and she wouldn't answer the door, acting like it's brand new. And you gave me the money for it. Did you confess that to Club Chat yet? You know? But, you know, you said I was being a busybody, and one member, one of your guests, your company said, if you're part of a group and it reflects a group, if you're an individual, free-thinking person like I am, and try to continue to be, my actual actions and my personal defense should have nothing to do with the group. Okay? But you called me a busybody, but you sure didn't want me to stop doing anything when your back was against the wall. And you said publicly, thank you, Miss Ray Ellen. And you ain't transparent. You say, I try to be transparent. You lied to all of them. All of them. Then you said what you didn't say in your video that day. Okay? The 3 hours that you were talking about included other people going back and forth, not just me, but you wanted to portray me like I was up there ranting and raving for 3 hours. And then you said, I'm glad I didn't release that Zoom. Yeah, because it would have made you look like a liar. So, you call me poor thing. Well, poor thing is okay. And you said, I'm not going to do this and that, I don't want to sink like to that level and this, that, and the other. You already sank all those lies you told on that Zoom. But Myrtle, the old bag is responding to you. You don't have to respond. Like I said, I still have my man. My man is with me. Dummy, where is yours? So, here you go. Here goes somebody else what they said. Oh, people are always trying to put me in a trick bag. Poor Sean, victim. And, hate that people hate that he won't be amongst the people on YouTube. Boosting the ego much? Who does that? Why? It's only 5 people over there that I can count that will call him out and will say to him, this is wrong. 5 people. Keep them close, Sean. Keep them close. Because what you're doing, and Detroit 313 is not one of them. Keep them close. Because you follow the wrong people's directive and you will be in a trick bag. But it will be one of your own making. Because all these lies in your own voice that you told that I can prove are a lie. Say what? What now? Huh. No. And because I said people, Myrtle again. Ray Allen said people have caused people to lose their husbands. And that's probably, but you probably don't have, that's why you don't have yours no more again. You said that. And I was away from y'all most of 2023. Okay? And everybody is talking over there about their own mindset. Somebody, I'm not going to mention her name, but it's fine as long as it doesn't disagree with his mindset. Yeah. But as far as the people losing their husband and stuff, a lot of people have publicly opined who they think it is, but I'm not going to say who the person is. You know, one of the couple of people. I'm not going to say. But if she had opened her mouth today, I would have. In this Zoom or whenever that was. But what that is, that public slander and all that shit you're doing, that's in retaliation for, me having exposed what was going on as to who you are and you getting caught in lies. Because I don't see you writing a little message on your community. Oh, well, you're not here anymore right now, for now. But like you said, you'll be back. I heard you say that. But no messages were written to the people who were dragging you. No. And I just told what I felt about my experience. But I'm harassing you? Nah. And and I know exactly what's going on. I'm just waiting. But all you women over there, he owes you the truth. And y'all can move forward. But he's not telling you the truth. And that should not be the case. He didn't tell me the truth when I was in there. I didn't realize it. I was bamboozled. Bamboozled! Yeah. I believe this man was, just really, a good person. But people did walk away. Y'all didn't notice it when y'all would have the worship sessions and telling him how great he was. And then you go through and you brag about, and I do this for people, and I do this for people, and I this, that, and the other. Yeah, you do, but not on your own. Not on your own. But for you to get up there and lie and tell all that bullshit that you told, and all, Queen Tut, Myrtle, fuck you. I don't give a damn. Okay? I had to hear that to know that you didn't give a shit about me and never did. And I can't do anything about that but be disappointed. Yeah, really disappointed because I cared for y'all. But you know what? Fuck you. I heard you, Patrice, call me a bitch. But I called you one to your face. But really in the same Zoom. I sure did. But all that shit, those lies you told about in the end of 2022, and you were telling me to stop doing the lawsuits. The lawsuits were over before the end of 2022. Okay? They were over at the beginning of 2022. And to say that you pulled away from me, no. I didn't want nothing to do with you because I found out you were two-faced. And you were the one calling everybody. Ray Ellen won't talk to me. I don't know why she won't talk to me. Because you're two-faced. You're fake. That's why. And it's people over there. Because they told me that you called them. They knew you were lying, but they weren't woman enough to come out and say it at that point in time. Now they might have gone and whispered it. Oh, but they don't dare damage the perception people have of you as a liar. But if y'all got so fucked up because you said Johnny Mac lied. How come you don't want to hear about her lying? Huh? And Sean, I'm sorry, honey. You fucked up because then you say, Johnny Mac said he was going this, that, and the other, da, 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 da. You played the phone call for us, dude. And you said, it's time for you and Club Chat to part ways. Those were your words. So, when you all sit up and talk about somebody, and make shit up, and then you drag me, and it's in public on the internet? Huh? I got all that shit. But you gonna sit up and lie on me and degrade me. And when I said I felt relief, you best be believing I felt relief. And I'm not going to say that I didn't feel, some sort of way about it. That would be a lie. And I still don't know, or he hasn't said why. But for people up in there to think that, oh, I'm sitting around at Christmas time and so I'm just going to do it. I didn't want to carry that shit with me. People associating me with that man in 2025. And that's why it was short and sweet. But you want to portray me as some little old. You ain't never seen me in your life. First of all, I'm not little, lady. I'm 5'7". Still, I haven't started shrinking. I'm 5'7". And I got body, baby. So your perception of me is this little old lady sitting around in somewhere doing whatever little old ladies do. I don't do that shit. Okay? And Queen Tut, for you to try to come for me like that, that's your life, honey. That ain't mine. And last but not least, just lovely. You, of all people, to say the shit you said about me. You remember when Deanna drugged you about your surgeries and stuff like that? I was the only person who made a video in support of you during that time. And the meal train, I called and interviewed you and got all of your allergies to whatever foods, if there were any, got all of your information regarding what you liked and what you didn't like and and set that thing up so that you could have food coming to your house. They didn't like it. A few people didn't like it. I think there's a little envy there because they didn't think of it. Okay? But the point was so that the food could come to your door without you even calling. The order would already be in there. And it would come to your door on that day. Hot food. The shit I did for you, and you could talk the bullshit you talked about me, fuck you too. Because you one of the ones that, say, oh, I just want to know who we ain't fucking with. And you just follow along. But for you to talk about me like that, see, what you should have just done was been quiet. Because there's other people in there that I have done things for or helped people with and that sort of thing. Y'all don't know nothing about it. And they were quiet. They were very quiet. But you came out there swinging. That's low down and dirty. That's who you are. That's who y'all are. Not all of you. And I say them 5 people that can call Sean out and them 4 or 5 people that I help with things that y'all don't know nothing about. Because I did it in the DMs, in the Zoom. Some of the things were life-threatening. Well, they didn't say anything. But you did. Just lovely. And since it's public, all over the internet what you said, then, there's no need for me to be quiet about it, is it? And you said it. All y'all know what you said. But it's low down and dirty. And those people, the company, because they think they're behind the gates, but they ain't in the secret Zoom. Cut you guys off when you slip and say it. You said, oh no, Discord. No, it's the secret Zoom. But you thought that at least even in the open Zoom, it was some gates and protection around you. It ain't shit around you. People paying for stuff that they can get for free on the internet. The Zooms, anyway. So that's your fault for not assuring. But the fact that you said it anyway, don't matter if you knew or you didn't know. That you could say that about me, that says more about you than it does about me. So I think that about sums it all up. Sean, you lied. You need to fess up to your people and tell them the truth and move forward. And stop lying on me to get sympathy and make yourself look like a damn victim. You ain't no victim. And what you need to stop doing, because it's out there now, is saying, ask Deanna. Oh, go get Deanna. Deanna this, Deanna that. You cool with Deanna? You cool with Deanna? Go ask her. Go ask her. Ask her what? Huh? Me being litigious? It doesn't matter if my being litigious is warranted. Because I've done some damn good things being litigious. And it helped a whole hell of a lot of people who came after me. Yeah, that's who I am. So Deanna they ain't got to go ask Deanna shit about me. Everybody knows about that now. So why are you talking about it? She's been trying to go after Deanna for not since 2022, honey. I ain't been trying to go after Deanna since 2022. But you had to tell that lie too. But you want people to, but thank goodness Deanna said something, da. You sure got your nose up in the wrong place with her. Huh. Yeah. You all look up the word opus, because I ain't going to tell you what it means, called chat and Sean, because I will be moving forward. Okay? But yeah, this here. And if something else comes up, I'll talk about it again. But hopefully nothing else will come up. And I can move forward. All these people who don't like me, don't give a fuck about me out there on the YouTube streets, and I'm okay with it. Because, like I said, I don't do these kind of groups. And that was my big mistake. And the worst thing, Sean Bradley, that ever happened to me was meeting and dealing with you. The worst thing. It brought up some of the worst times in my life. And now I see how you move. And see, I know when somebody's cozying up to you. I've been watching 7 years. I've been watching you all this time. And I can see it. I can see how they move. How they move when it comes to me. I'm saying, they in the camp over there. Some kind of way. Yeah. So, anyway, everybody else, you have a great Sunday evening, and I certainly will. Oh, and whoever asks about what time I make my short ribs, fuck you too. I make my short ribs whenever I want to. I'm not working. I can be up at midnight cooking short ribs. So the fuck what? What business is it to you? As long as I get my short ribs cooked, you ain't bought them. You ain't paying a light bill, and I eat them. Y'all talked about everything. Me being up at 3 in the morning making short ribs. Yeah, get my age. You go to bed at 9 or 10 o'clock and wake up at 3 in the morning or 2 in the morning. Dumbasses, big dummies. Bye.